Fairy by Jeffrey Valka. She slides the tooth under her pillow, looks up at me, and asks, "But what does the Tooth Fairy do with it?" The first thing you need to understand is that there isn't just one Tooth Fairy. There are hundreds of them, thousands. To them, your baby tooth is precious as a diamond. They make tremendous piles and sit on them just like dragons sit on treasure. They can never get enough. I pause for a moment to allow this information to sink in for her. The next question you should ask me is this. Where do the Tooth Fairies get the money that they leave under your pillow? "Where do they get the money?" she asks. "Well, you've heard the saying, money doesn't grow on trees, right?" She nods. "Well," I continue, "that's not true. Money does grow on trees, but only where the Tooth Fairies live. The quarters are like acorns, and the dollar bills are like leaves. When the autumn comes, all that money falls off the trees just like the leaves do here. The Tooth Fairies used to rake it up and just throw it away because they don't care about money. They care about teeth. One day, though, somebody got the idea that instead of throwing all their money away, they should trade with children for their teeth. That way, everybody's happy. Kids get the money, and fairies get the teeth." "Oh, I see," she says, her eyes growing wide. I kiss her goodnight, pad into my own bedroom, and slide into bed beside my wife. We read for a while before shutting off the light. As I lie there in the darkness, I hear a deep, low, growly voice rumble from underneath the bed. "You are such a big fat liar," it says to me.
This has been a Podcastle miniature. Visit us on the web at podcastle.org. Tooth Fairy was written by Jeffrey Valka. It was an entry in the Escape Pod Flash contest. This story grew out of a conversation that Mr. Valka had with his daughter one night while tucking her in, and so you could say that it's based on a true story. Mr. Valka lives in Detroit and is a regular blogger at jvalka.blogspot.com. It's read by Steve Ely. Mr. Ely is, of course, the host of our sister podcast, Escape Pod, which you can find at escapepod.org.